All right, here's a good question where you're asked to determine the pH of a solution by preparing, that's prepared by dissolving sodium hydroxide and hydroxide. That's going to give me a base. So from that I can get pOH, and they're dumping it in this much water. Okay, first off, I'm just going to write the dissociation equation for sodium hydroxide. So it's sodium ions and hydroxide ions. So, and to balance it, it's 1 to 1 to 1. So when I find the concentration of sodium hydroxide, it's going to be exactly the same as the concentration of hydroxide ions. So that's good. Okay, so I'm given a mass, so I need to use this formula. Mass over molar mass. The mass has 104.1 grams. Molar mass of sodium hydroxide is 40 grams per mole. Grams cancel, divide. Okay, let's see what that comes out to on the calculator. 104.1 divide 40. So I'm getting 2.6025 moles of sodium hydroxide. Okay, and you could actually also say it's moles of sodium or moles of hydroxide too. Okay, but I want concentration. That's moles over volume. So 2.6025 moles divided by the volume, 3.6 liters, gives us 3.6. So 0.7229116, etc. And that's moles per liter. If they just wanted to finish there, you could give them Sig Figs. You got 4 there, you got 2 there. So that would be 2 Sig Figs, so it would be 0.72 moles per liter. They're not wanting to stop there yet, though, so I'm going to keep that whole number in my calculator. So now this is equal to the concentration of sodium hydroxide, but it's also equal to the concentration of hydroxide ions. And I can use these guys to determine my pOH. So the pOH of the solution is negative log of the hydroxide ion concentration. So it's negative log of 0.7229116, etc. Let me see if I can do that correctly on my calculator. So negative log of my answer. There we go. 0.14091176, etc. And so that's the pOH, but the question actually asked us for the pH. So to determine the pH, I can use this formula. pH plus pOH gives you exactly 14. So the pH is going to be equal to 14, take away the 0.1409, etc. And when you do that, it comes out to 14, take away my answer, 13.85908824. Let's talk Sig Figs, because we're down at the end now. So Sig Figs, Sig Figs here. Oh, I can't read that. Sig Figs there's 4. Sig Figs here, 2. So I need the 2 Sig Figs. In a pH, the significant figures are the digits after the decimal point. So I need to give them 2 decimal points. So it'll be 13.8. This one, because it's more than 5, I boost this one up to a 6. So my pH with correct Sig Figs will be 13.86.